What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Anthony, and in this video I'm going to be talking about Disney's Investor Day, where they announced a slew of Marvel and Star Wars content, from movies to TV shows, and what this means for Disney and a lot of things to come. So I'm going to be, going over what in detail Marvel has in store for everyone. So Ant-Man 3 was announced, and Kang the Conqueror is going to be the main villain. And Jonathan Majors is finally being confirmed as Kang the Conqueror. Now, if you don't know who Kang the Conqueror is, he is going to be the next big villain in the Marvel franchise. Who knows how much of a big role he's going to have, but it's going to be interesting, it's going to be fun, it's going to be fantastic. And Ant-Man 3 is going to be titled Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So you can see right next to me, there is the logo, and it's just perfect, it's just crisp, it's just clean, and this is going to be fun. Peyton Reed is returning as the director of the third Ant-Man movie. He did direct the first and the second one. Now Peyton Reed is coming back to direct the third Ant-Man movie. Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Michael Douglas, and Michelle Pfeiffer are all returning in their roles. And and Catherine Newton joins the cast as Cassie Lang, and as I said, Jonathan Majors, who's a very underrated actor, is playing Kang the Conqueror. I'm really curious to see how they're going to portray Kang the Conqueror, because anything is possible, and they have been comic book accurate about the way things are done and how the look is done for these characters. And this is going to be fun. It's interesting. The only thing is that we don't know much about Kang the Conqueror unless you're a comic book nerd, or and you follow the Marvel storyline. Anything's possible and anything can happen, but no release date was given for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So with all this happening, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be insane. Now, next up, during the Disney Investor Day, they did announce that a Secret Invasion Disney Plus series is announced, with Samuel L. Jackson returning as Nick Fury and Ben Mendelsohn returning as well. Of course, we know the Secret Invasion storyline, but we don't know is how it's going to play out. We know how, Spider-Man Far From Home ended. Nick Fury is in space, and it's just going to be different. And it's one of the most, well-known crossovers in Marvel history with Secret Invasion. And they did reveal that anything can happen, in this Marvel Cinematic Universe. And even though Ben Mendelsohn is returning as Talos, we don't know what to expect from Secret Invasion. Could this lead to a movie? Could this lead to different things? We're not too sure about how things are going to happen. And when everything unfolds, it's the Skrulls and Kree War, if you didn't know. And the Skrull and Kree War is one of the biggest wars ever in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in comic book history. A lot of things happen, a lot of fighting happens between all the big major comic book characters. And the way it's done was fantastic. I'm a huge fan of Secret Invasion, and I'm curious to see how this is turned into a series, because, people thought, oh, it's going to be a movie. But no. Plot twist, it's going to be a Disney Plus series. Who knows how many episodes it is, and no release date is announced yet, but they're definitely getting underway with the creative control of how things are going to work, especially with how popular the Kree-Skrull War is and how big Secret Invasion is to comic book fans. Now, it was also announced that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 has a release date confirmed for 2023. Yes, we're finally getting that third movie in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. James Gunn is returning to direct, and everyone is returning in the cast. However, we don't know where this movie is going to go, because everything has changed. And with all the new openings of timelines that we're getting in these TV shows and certain movies, who knows what's going to happen? Anything can happen, And as I'm reading, after Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, the characters are, off to their different things and are doing different stuff. So anything is possible. Now, also, with Guardians of the Galaxy 3 getting a release date of 2023, Guardians of the Galaxy: A Christmas Special is coming to Disney Plus. And I mean, as you can see, the poster for it looks great, and the original special, the Christmas special, is coming in 2022. So I'm pretty sure that somehow this holiday special will connect to the third one, or start off, connecting to that third movie. Listen, hey, Guardians of the Galaxy is big, but a lot of people want it to be called as Guardians of the Galaxy because Thor now is with the Guardians. But who knows, we don't know. And speaking of Thor Love and Thunder, it's been confirmed that Christian Bale is playing the villain in the movie. He is playing Gore the God Butcher. I mean, look at this guy. Look at him. Like, he's brutal looking, And what kind of a threat will he pose to Thor? And Natalie Portman's character. Anything's possible, and anything can happen because it's going to be so huge. It's going to be so big. And I mean, will Christian Bale be in makeup? Will it be CGI? We don't know yet. But Thor: Love and Thunder it's going to be great. I can't wait for that. Now, as you saw, that I did a reaction to the WandaVision official trailer number 2. And it's stated, and it has been confirmed, that Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will connect to WandaVision and will also connect to Spider-Man 3. The Spider-Man 3 that is Marvel's Spider-Man 3. This is going to be huge. It's going to be really, really substantial because this show, WandaVision, Spider-Man 3, and Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness will change the way we see Marvel movies. It's going to be one of the biggest epic movies, epic trilogy continuity things of all time. And when Disney announced this during their Investors Day conference, fans alike, like myself, lost their minds because we finally understand that the TV show and the movies are connecting. But we don't know what's happening. This is all new to us. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to happen. But it's going to be interesting because this just opens up more ways to do things. Timelines are changing. Timelines are different. And this just goes to show that anything is possible in Marvel. And it's also been confirmed that a Ironheart TV show is happening and the lead has been already cast. Now, it's a show currently in the works at Disney Plus with Dominic Thorne playing Riri Williams, which is Iron Man's successor in the comic books, which is set to make a live-action appearance in this Disney Plus series. Listen, we're getting Ironheart, and everybody wanted an Ironheart movie and wanted an Ironheart TV series, and we're getting that. Marvel and Disney are listening to the fans, and they're doing the right thing. I'm very curious to see how this character of Riri Williams from the comics plays out on live-action television. And Dominic Thorne is going to be tremendous. She's a very underrated actress, and just check her out and be on the lookout for her, because this is going to be her big break. It is her big break. And Marvel and Disney announcing Ironheart is just the beginning of things, because this could lead into her showing up in movies, even spinning off more seasons of certain other shows and combining everything at once. Now, along with that, Captain Marvel 2 will include Miss Marvel and has a release date of 2022. So Captain Marvel 2 is happening. It's already been announced and is going to be huge. Brie Larson is returning as Carol Danvers in the role that made, gave her so much slack because, people said she wasn't the right fit to play Captain Marvel. But let me tell you this, she was a perfect fit for that role and she made it her own. I'm curious to see what happens with Captain Marvel 2, the villain, how the story goes, and us being introduced with Miss Marvel is great. And even there's a Miss Marvel TV series coming to Disney Plus, and so that definitely connects to the movie. And it's going to be big. It's going to be gigantic, and it's it's interesting because the release date is in 2022, and it's just we're just getting everything shoved in our face like a big Thanksgiving dinner. And the thing is that November 11th, 2022 is the official release date for Captain Marvel 2. So mark that down on your movie calendars and be on the lookout for good things from Captain Marvel 2. We don't know, if we're going to be forced into a story or will it take place a certain time, or will it be taking place after or before a certain, era? Because we know Captain Marvel took place in the 90s, so who knows where Captain Marvel 2 could take place. Could it take place way into the future after Endgame, or could it take place between a certain TV series and a movie, or could it take place at the same time as Miss Marvel? And here's my thing: will Brie Larson show up in Miss Marvel, the TV series? If she does, then it's going to be great because it'll be connected to Captain Marvel 2. Now, I'm a big Incredible Hulk fan. He's one of my favorite comic book characters. I love the character of the Hulk. He's just this big brute of a, character. They did do him wrong. I didn't like how, he was portrayed in the Marvel movies. The Incredible Hulk one was great, even though we know what happened with Ed Norton and the recasting, but Mark Ruffalo made that role his own. And in Infinity War, Hulk was lacking a little bit. He was great in Thor Ragnarok. I loved the way they portrayed his character. But in Endgame, it was much more of a... could have happened more. And the reason I say that is because Mark Ruffalo is returning as Bruce Banner, the Hulk, in the Disney Plus series SheHulk. And SheHulk is going to be played by Tatiana Maslany. And it's going to be great because Tim Roth as Abomination is returning as well. It's like... mind blown. We get to see Tim Roth come back, and it's going to be huge because seeing his Abomination, in a scene with Mark Ruffalo's Hulk or those characters going at it will be great. Listen, bring back Tim Blake Nelson from The Incredible Hulk, because if you bring him back and you connect him to this version of the MCU, anything is possible. And listen, these actors and actresses know that they have a contractual agreement with Marvel and with Disney because they're working right now. And if with Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, and Disney, Kathleen Kennedy, going to these actors and actresses saying, "Hey, would you come back and would you return in the role of this character?" Of course, they're going to say yes, because Marvel right now is the biggest thing going in Hollywood, and I don't think anything can stop that for sure. And the absolute big news from Disney's Investor Day for the Marvel TV shows and the Marvel movies is that a Fantastic Four Marvel movie is officially announced and is happening. We did get the tease at 2019 Comic-Con when Kevin Feige revealed the logo, and this just goes to confirm that it's happening, but no story is given. We don't know where it's set, who's playing the characters of Mr. Fantastic, the Invisible Woman, Johnny Storm, and The Thing. And this is going to be big, and this is going to be huge. And the reason I say that is because could they be introduced in the third Spider-Man movie? Could it take place at a certain time? And with all these timelines being opened up, and with the snap happening of what Thanos created, is this a way to bring them in? Because they are definitely connected to Kang the Conqueror. I don't want to go into detail of how they're connected to Kang the Conqueror. So could Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, be connected to Fantastic Four? And could Ant-Man 3 bring in the Fantastic Four? And could we be introduced to them at the end of that movie, which sets up their own movie? A lot of possibilities. It's going to be insane. And Phase 4 of Marvel, with their TV shows and their epic movie slate, is going to be great. I'm curious because I want to see who they pick as the Fantastic Four, as the cast. A lot of fan casting has been going on, and the interesting thing about the fan castings is that Marvel and Disney do listen to the fans. They do really listen to the fans. People want John Krasinski and Emily Blunt as Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm. So who knows? Because those two would be perfect. Now, as it for Johnny Storm and The Thing, who knows? We don't know yet. The Thing could be played by The Rock. You want to get Rock in a Marvel movie? That's why. But he's doing DC, so I don't think he's going to be a part of any Marvel franchise. And as for Johnny Storm, who we'll find out. Because Chris Evans played him in those two movies. Well, he was good, but now Chris Evans is Captain America. So, let's leave it at that. And wow, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about the big news and announcement from Disney during their Investor Day conference about their Marvel slate of TV shows and movies. Because I think, and I want to say maybe, I hit everything on the ballpark about what I wanted to talk about in this video about what Marvel has in store. And in the next video, I'm going to be talking about the slate of TV series and movies that Disney announced during their Investor Day for the Star Wars franchise. So I'll leave that in the description box below, and be sure you check it out. This is going to be an exciting time for us movie fans, even though it's going, to be hard because, their movie theaters are closed because of what's going on in 2020. And, hopefully this revs up everything. And once movie theaters open back up, which they will, and I'm positive of that, all the movies that will be shown will be Marvel movies. Because we're going to be going there and we're going to be enjoying the time of our lives, especially with what Disney and Marvel just announced on December 10th, 2020 at Disney Investor Day conference. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about all this Marvel news, and if you're interested in these TV series and movies, and which one stands out to you the most, and let me know why. And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new videos on my channel. And follow Marchio Productions on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And follow me, Anthony, on Instagram and Twitter at misterfilmstock. I'll leave a link to all the social media accounts in the description box below. You guys can check it out and follow along. I'm Anthony. Thanks for tuning in.